Hey everyone, before we start today's video, got a quick announcement. I just published a giant food blog post about Osaka food. Here is a quick preview, but the blog post includes many of the foods as well as the restaurants that we ate at in these videos and during our time in Osaka. It's a blog post you are not gonna wanna miss. So I will include the link in the description box as well as somewhere here, but also you can just head over to migrationology.com and check it out. I would really appreciate it if you would share it with a friend, maybe on Facebook or even by email. And also, if you have a chance to leave a comment directly on the blog post, I'd love to hear from you. That is it for the announcement. Go check out the blog post. And the video for today starts now. Good morning everyone, it's Mark Wiens with migrationology.com in Osaka, Japan. This morning we are starting off at a famous restaurant that serves ramen, and they have a line already. It's right at 11 a.m. So we just got in line and it should just take a few minutes and hopefully I will have a delicious bowl of ramen sitting before me in a few minutes. The wait is almost over. We are next in line. Okay, we are entering now. Oh, okay. Oh, and it's a vending machine. You have to order from the vending machine first. Okay, this is the English menu, and then you just have to compare the Japanese script to the vending machine. If you don't speak Japanese, this is their classic, and I'm going for the big size. And then you get a ticket, which looks very similar to a Subway ticket. And that's your ticket to lunch. It's just a very small restaurant, actually. So we're not eating yet. Now we are just standing up and waiting for a seat. The wait is finally over. My bowl of ramen has arrived, and I think this might be the most beautiful bowl of ramen that has ever been on the table before me. But what's really impressing me as I just sat here waiting for my bowl is just the care that they put into making their ramen here. There are only 3 people running this entire restaurant, and they just like do everything with expertise, like artisan. Yeah, they're really artisan ramen makers. The noodles look perfect. The decoration, just look how beautiful this is. And this is just a really normal restaurant, but just look at that care. Everything is arranged beautifully. These are pieces of chashu. Really, just unbelievable, tender looking. And then over here, it almost looks like, I'm not sure if that's chicken or if that's pork, but that came out of the wok. He fried this up in the wok. There's a half an egg here. There are onions. These are shreds of, I'm not sure what that is. There are green onions on this side, and just marvel at the thickness and the richness of that broth. I gotta taste that broth first before I do anything. Oh, that is absurd. Oh, that is so rich and creamy. And it has like a grilled chicken flavor to it. I believe it is chicken ramen, but with pork in it, but the actual base of the soup is chicken. And that really comes through nicely. That tastes like a smoked chicken that's like been submerged into a gravy thick buttery sauce. I'm reaching in for the noodles. Oh, that's hot. Oh, those noodles are awesome as well. They're kind of thick for ramen noodles, but the texture is a little bit chewy. Really, really fresh tasting as well. Really doesn't need any extra flavor, but I'm just gonna add in a little bit of chili. And I'm gonna go in for that piece of chashu now. Oh, that chashu, it's so tender. Oh, and just fall apart tender. That flavor is ridiculous. Just finished that bowl of ramen, and also we had a side bowl of chashu rice. That was easily the best bowl of ramen I think I've ever had in my life. The broth, I think, was what really made it. That like smoky grilled chicken flavor with that creamy, buttery gravy sauce. And we had to kind of eat quickly because they have a lot of customers waiting in line and just waiting to sit down, and it's the lunch rush, so we didn't want to take too long, but outstanding bowl of ramen. We are now taking a walk over to a building called the Umeda Sky Tower, where they have a restaurant that serves a very famous version of okonomiyaki. I have had okonomiyaki a couple of times, and it's always okay, but it's not my favorite thing to eat, so this place is supposed to be very famous, and I'm looking forward to trying it. We're staying not too far away from the Umeda Sky Tower, and that is the building there in the distance, but really a unique architecture building and a landmark of Osaka, so the Okonomiyaki restaurant is at the bottom. We're just gonna take a little walk around before we eat, but yeah, this is a real pleasant area. They have some gardens, they have some shops, food court is on the bottom floor, and then yeah, just this architecture of this building is pretty remarkable. We have arrived in the basement floor, and this is the restaurant famous for okonomiyaki. Go underneath this red cloth and open the door. Oh, and this is the restaurant. Oh, I can immediately smell that Worcestershire, that sour soy sauce aroma. They have some private tables, but we chose to sit at the bar counter so that we can see the chef at work, and yeah, just for the experience, the bar counter seating. Their menu, they have it in Japanese plus English, and they also have Thai.
Multitasking, man.
Movie?
Yeah.
Movie?
And movie star.
He started off by adding a kind of batter mixture with cabbage in it, and then he just added, onto this one, he just added a perilla leaf and then some pieces of octopus. Oh, and there goes on a sprinkle of,
Actually, rice.
yeah, looks like Rice Krispies. Then he sprinkles on some oil, and now that is just sitting there slowly cooking on the griddle, and you can hear that little sizzle. For the other one we got, we didn't really know what we were ordering, but it is a type of okonomiyaki, so the base is the same, but then he fried up some rice cakes and then put those on top. Chikua.
Yeah.
Oh,
Konyak.
konyak. Oh, okay. I'm not sure what that is. Chikua. Oh, okay. Oh. Fish paste. Oh, fish cake. Okay, fish cake. Oh, and there's the flip. That perfect golden bottom crust. Oh, the push test. Oh. We also ordered some yakisoba, which are fried noodles, and he is preparing that over on the next griddle. So right after he finished cooking, he cut them all into slices and put them all right before us as individual pieces. This is the octopus one. This is the one with the rice cakes on top, and this is the yakisoba noodles. And I love how they served it still on the hot plate, so it stays hot as you take a bite. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the octopus one, and you're given this kind of spatula, which almost looks like a cement trowel. It's awesome, and you can cut it yourself right off the hot plate. And the chef actually said you can use this to just use straight up as your spoon. I don't know if you can see that steam coming off it, but it is hot and fresh. That is a piece of the octopus, and then he painted it with a bunch of the Worcestershire kind of thick sauce, which is, to me it kind of tastes like teriyaki. I know it's not teriyaki, but it sort of has that Worcestershire flavor to it. The inside is really, it's kind of cooked, but at the same time it's a little bit gooey, and then you can taste the moistness from the little pieces of cabbage that are all within that batter. And then the flavor is mostly coming from that sauce, that soy Worcestershire sauce, which is a little bit sweet and a little bit tangy, and the salty from soy sauce. And then I got that nice piece of octopus in that bite as well. And I got a piece of broccoli in this bite as well. Yeah, those are like comfort fried noodles. And now the slice of this one. We didn't know exactly what it was when we ordered it, but it includes the rice cakes on top, and then those, I think that kind of fish cake, as well as some other strands of something. And let's try this one. Oh, as soon as I pressed my spatula in, it looks like cheese that just gushed out. Look at that. It's remained really hot the entire time it's been sitting there on that hot plate. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Is that a rice cake or is that cheese? That's like a really sticky cheese. I can taste a little bit of those fish cakes. And then the sprinkle of the seaweed also comes out really strongly in this. But wow, that texture is pretty awesome. Like a melted cheese. We just finished with the okonomiyaki. What I really liked is that the batter, while it is a pancake batter, it was really filled with a lot of finely shaved cabbage and other vegetables. So the base really had well, it was kind of heavy, but at the same time it was kind of light from those vegetables. And then those toppings were good. The sauce was really good. And another reason why this okonomiyaki restaurant was so fantastic is because of the chef, who is an extremely friendly, personable kind of guy, always ready to talk to you and to serve you. And he's also a wizard at making okonomiyaki and doing multiple things at a time. While we were eating the okonomiyaki, the weather turned a little bit rainy and cloudy, so I'm not sure if we have a clear view, but we're still gonna try to go up to the top, at least ride the elevator and then check the weather. All right, we are in the elevator on our way to the 35th floor first. Oh, and it is a see-through elevator. Wow.
It's not on the...
That is a little freaky. You okay, mate?
Okay.
Okay, so we made it to the 35th floor, but we still gotta go up. That is the top there. It looks like we're entering into a space shuttle, but it's a single file escalator through the tunnel, which is like suspended in the middle of the air. That's pretty awesome. We took the elevator to the 35th floor, and from there you can decide to, it costs 800 yen, and you can decide to go to what they call the Sky Garden, which is a circular lookout point at the top. But they also have some pretty good views just on the 35th floor through the glass. So with the cloudy weather, as well as the 800 yen price, we decided not to go up there today. And right as we were up there, I had a flashback to a plate of tuna belly, which is about the same price, and so we just could not go up there. So instead we're just walking around, and we still got a good view and got to ride the elevators. But if it's clear weather and if you're interested in going up, I think that would be a really cool activity to go to the Sky Garden. We walked around the shopping area near Osaka Station for a little while, but we are walking on our way back to the house now, and I think that's gonna be it for today. We're gonna go back, do some video editing, and I'm gonna try to get some blogging done, and then for dinner probably just gonna eat something simple back at the house, maybe go to the supermarket. But I'm gonna end the vlog for today here, and thank you all very much for watching today's vlog. Please remember to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and see you tomorrow for the next vlog video travel from Japan.